Yo, what is going on, guys? Clutch back again with another video for you guys, and today we are going to be doing another tactics video for you guys. Now this is the tactics that all the pros are using, especially now with the 5 and 3 back formation. This is by far the best tactics that all the pros are using. It is absolutely cracked and I cannot wait to give it to you guys. Before we do get into the video, if you haven't already, please drop a like, drop a comment, and please drop a sub if you do enjoy the videos. Like I said, I'm going to be uploading pretty much every single day, near enough, and yeah, so it would really mean a lot to me if you could drop a sub, drop a like, you know, watch the video. We're trying to grind to partner. I need to get to like 4,000 watch hours. I'm kind of close, but I need your guys' support, so if you can, please watch the videos as much as you can. And yeah, right, we'll just get straight into it. Now, it is the 4-2-2-2. The 4-2-2-2 is the most busted formation on the game this year in terms of for the 4-back only. This is basically what all the pros are using for comp and things like that. It is definitely a different style of setup, and I get this may not be for everyone, but for me this is absolutely outrageous. I did use it and it was pretty much impossible to lose with it, at least from what I played. So yeah, we'll just get into it and see how you guys feel. So the defensive style is on balance. There isn't a pressing tactic here. Because like I said, these are the pros' tactics. This is what they are using to play against each other, play against the highest level of difficulty in the world, and generally they won't be using pressing tactics when they're doing that unless they're going a bit more attacking, only because, like I said, it is a bit more aggressive, and I feel like it's more of a play style if you feel like you're better than your opponent, that using pressing tactics really works. Now the width is on 45, and again, this is what the pros use, and I kind of figured this width out quite early. It's just slightly a bit narrower than usual, just to help defend the through balls, but still wide enough that your wing backs stay wide enough to mark those wide areas. The depth is on 72, as I have been banging on about all year. The auto offside traps are very good. A lot of the pros are using them. A lot of everyone really is using them, to be honest. And there seems to be a bit of a almost like a pressing glitch this year, where if you have more than 45 depth, basically the game helps press for you as well. So that, alongside the offside traps, it's just a perfect reason to use 72 depth, really. Obviously there are cons in terms of maybe getting caught out with through balls sometimes, but you know, if you back yourself defensively, 72 depth is the way to do it. Now build up play is on balanced. Now that is because just none of the others really make any sense. Like I've explained before, they suit certain play styles, but for a general game plan, I don't really think any of the build-up plays actually really make that much sense, at least to me. Like slow build-up is way too slow, fast build-up's too fast, everyone kind of runs around like madmen, and long ball's just a lot more of a counter-attacking sit-back kind of style, and that's not what a lot of these pros were looking to be doing. They'll be looking to get on the ball, pass and move around and be aggressive. Now, chance creation is on direct passing. As I always say, direct passing is the thing to use this year. Direct passing is... it's basically the GOAT of attacking tactics with chance creation anyway. If you're not aware what direct passing does, direct passing basically, once your team enters like attacking parts of the pitch, they basically make a lot better through ball runs, and the better your player's pace and attacking positioning, the better the runs are. So if you do have an Mbappe or an R9 or something like that, they are making outrageous runs, but also even if they're just quick players, they'll make good runs. If you've got a Timo Werner or someone like that running in behind, they'll still make good runs for it as well. So you don't have to worry about having the best cards on the game. Now, the width is on 45. Again, it's just to have those wider cams a bit more tucked in, a bit closer to those strikers. Because, like I said, there are ways at times where it can be too wide and, you know, the build-up play gets affected. So you do just need to narrow in on that width just a little to help with build-up play and things like that. But outside of that, there's no other real reason. It is literally just to kind of try and help with build-up play. But obviously, you do still want some width for passing options and things like that. Now, players in the box is on 7. That is obviously just to get as many bodies committed into the box when you are in these attacking areas. You're going to see with the instructions specifically as well, how the instructions counteract certain things and how basically it becomes as overpowered as it is. So make sure you do stay tuned in for the instructions as well. But yeah, 7 players in the box to try and get as many attacking options in that box. Obviously we're not going to use 10 because that's too far, but 7 is a nice middle ground in terms of being quite aggressive with players, but also you know, trying to keep it relatively defensive-ish, I suppose. Now corners is on 4 and free kicks are on 4. Now for me this is just because headers are good. Headers are quite overpowered this year, especially with like these. Basically, they basically hit you have assisted heading now, so they help you with the direction of the headers. So again, it's just a big plus to have corners on 4, just so you can try and win headers and score goals really. Now that's the way the team's lined up, and this is the instructions. So both strikers are still on stay central, getting behind. Now this is because you do want them just making those good attacking through ball runs. It really is just as simple as that. You don't need any support in the wide areas with the 2 options with the wing backs and the wide cams. They do want both just to stay central, and obviously the getting behind is the through balls. Just nothing else more than really to say than that. Now both of the cams are on comeback on defence and get into the box for cross. Now people will look at comeback on defence and say, oh well, clutch, that is way too defensive. My players won't stay up the pitch, and you would think that you would, but EA don't know what they're doing. Basically, with comeback on defence on, it does make them be a bit more defensive, but they do still bomb on forward. But they basically just run up and down. So as long as you've got relatively high stamina players in these wider areas, it works so well, because you defend in a massive bank of like 7 or 8, but then you attack with like 6 or 7 going forward. It is pretty crazy, and the more I've experimented with it, the more it does just make sense. So comeback on defence is definitely the way, and getting to the box for crosses there as well, for those back post crosses, the back post runs, cutbacks, all that good stuff. And it obviously does help with, it basically helps instruct the cams to get forward still as well with getting to the box for cross on, and as you can see that is on both of our wide cams. Now the instructions for our CDMs is cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover centre, and deep line playmaker. Now cut passing lanes is basically to try and make your players sit back a bit more and basically try and intercept the ball and not have to be as aggressive in terms of pressing in defensive areas, which it does work well, especially with this setup. I wouldn't recommend it for all setups. For this one specifically, cut passing lanes works well. We do have stay back while attacking on both as well. Now that is because we are just trying to, like, these 2 DMs are there to basically defend, and like I said, with these 2 wide cams, we are basically defending in a bank of 8, and we are just going to not let people score goals. So stay back while attacking is key for both of our CDMs. We do have both of them on cover centre. Again, that is because we have 2 wide options. In terms of, we have 2 wide cams, 2 fullbacks. We have the wider areas covered. We do not need that. We need our 2 DMs to sit in the centre and protect our defence. And then we do have both on deep line playmaker as well. And what that does is it basically makes them just sit deeper and basically sit and pass the ball instead of maybe running up and down trying to win the ball back. It basically just does everything possible to try and make our players sit as deep as possible. So that is why we have that on. Then we do have both of our centre backs and keeper. They are all on default instructions. And then we do have both of our fullbacks on stay back while attacking. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. This has been obviously the 4-2-2. This is what all the pros are using, so make sure you do give it a go. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Please drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment. Peace.